What's going on, guys? Alex Cass here. In this quick demo, I'm going to show you exactly how Nimbus gets a ton of buyer traffic to your sites for free. And it does it by ranking on page one for keywords that usually your customers would look for to make purchases with. Now, you wouldn't be able to do this unless you paid a ton for other tools and you were able to interpret all these data points like an SEO expert using Majestic, using Moz, using all these other tools that would just put together and crammed it rolled up into one simple tool to use. And it's extremely user friendly, all the way down to the very last detail, including little tips like for WordPress users, if they can use a certain plugin, we're going to recommend it. The system recommends it, etc., etc. So I'm going to go ahead and start and show you this by showing you the top 5 features of Nimbus and what it can do for you in terms of getting you free buyer traffic to your sites. Okay, so first of all, Nimbus is a keyword generator. What I mean by this is it's a keyword opportunity finder. What it does is it goes out and depending, let's say that you have a store, that you have an Amazon store and an e-com store on electric razors, and obviously the term electric razor is a pretty hard term to rank for. However, what it does, you punch this idea in, and then Google goes out and finds you different opportunities for you to rank these with. So this one is clearly a little bit difficult. If you see, Nimbus pulls in all these data points from all these different sources like Google Autocomplete, Google Suggestion, different APIs like Majestic, Moz, all rolled up into one simple number. So you don't need like a PhD in whatever SEO for you to know whether or not you can rank for this term. All this data is interpreted in the back end, and all this data is just like put together for you in one simple number to interpret. Now, obviously, this term is a pretty hard term to rank for. However, you have all these different suggestions that were made by the tool. And let's say, for example, that you can rank for here, electric razors for women. So it goes out, it takes all these, like I said, all these data points, and it'll put together this score. Now, let's say that you've chosen to rank for this keyword. What do you do then? So after this, you go and you simply go to the SEO checklist that we have put together as well. So it's just as easy as following a 1, 2, 3, a step-by-step type of strategy so that you can rank high for this term. So for example, you have all the way down to the domain name, the page title, the setting, the meta description, and something that is very cool, which I'll show you here in a minute, is the backlinks module here. So, but before I go into that, I want to explain here real quick how long it would usually take you. So this would take you about 10 minutes to fulfill. This would take you about 5 minutes. This would take you about 2 minutes. So you have it all the way down to how long it would take you to SEO this entire site. So you determine whether or not it's worth your time, it's worth going after. It also tells you what type of SEO it is and everything. Now for the newbies, if you don't know, well, let's say for example, what an H1 heading is, Nimbus is a very user-friendly interface as well. It'll explain to you with plain English what all of this stuff means and how to implement all this as well. Now, once you have your SEO checklist, this is all on-site. Once you have your SEO checklist checked off and ready to go, what Nimbus also suggests and gives you is the backlinks report. Now, this is something that's very cool and very unique. Let's say that you want to rank for this term again, and then all you do is just say, well, I want to outrank the number 4 and number 5, and let's get also number 3 just in case. So, well, I mean, Walmart, Walgreens, you definitely you don't want to go for those. Best Buy, Target, you don't want to go for those either. Amazon, no, but consumer research, Newegg, probably, eBay, and then this one. All these different terms can influence your ranking positioning as well. So what you do is you generate the backlink report, and voila, it'll tell you, for example, so this exact web page contains this backlink right here, and it contains and this link goes to this destination. So it goes out and it basically tells you exactly what those backlinks are, so you go and drop your own as well. It also in order of priority. So the first one is the one that you want to get one first. If you can't, the second one. If you can't, the third one. If you can't, the fourth one, and so on and so forth. This one, for example, looks fairly easy to get. Their anchor text, it's like adult Cupid. Like you can get all these different backlinks just as they did. Look, for example, this is a site that is obviously high PR because of its nature here, but at the same time, all they did was just go and, for example, hopefully it doesn't actually. I'm going to skip that just in case this is going to be a work safe environment here. But you go to this website right here, and it'll show you that the term that they're ranking for, the anchor text that they're ranking with. So you go to the same site, you drop your anchor text as well, and it'll count towards your website as well. So it's a really, really, really cool feature from Nimbus, that it tells you everything you need to do on site and everything you need to do off site in order for you to get your page up on the page one rankings of Google. Okay, so like I said, this is also a very, very user-friendly tool as well. It's built for people who want to just go ahead and punch in their keywords and rank for a certain term, and it's also built for veterans. But for those of you who do not know how to interpret certain data or whatever, we've built into Nimbus what we call Nimbus SEO, which is a very, very cool help system that'll get you unstuck at whatever stage of your SEO that you may be in. So for example, if you don't know how to interpret certain data, all you do is just click on this little cloud right here, and it'll show you, and it'll tell you, hey, I'm new to keyword research, help me. And it'll take you to this module. Obviously, this is going to be filled out in due time here, but all this information is going to help you get unstuck from whatever step of the process that you're in. So if you don't know what to do with keyword research, it'll tell you, it'll point you to the right training. If you don't know what to do with backlinking, it'll point you to the right training, etc., etc., etc. And then lastly, as you can probably see here at the top, this is entirely I'm using a browser. I'm using Google browser here, Google Chrome. So it is all web-based. I can't really show you from here to my phone, but you go ahead and type in nimbusrank.io, and if you're logged in, you will be taken to this exact same keyword tool as I've shown in one of the videos here below. You could probably see that video as well. It is all completely web-based, so it's fully mobile responsive. You can do this on the go. You can go ahead and do your research wherever it is that you are, and then save those different keywords that you find, and you're like, well, this looks cool, this looks good, and all these different keywords that have really good opportunity to rank for, it'll save them right here in your own account, so that when you get back home and you want get back to the SEOing of your site and just ranking super high, this is exactly where you go back and find your favorite keywords, and this right here is going to help you do all that as well. So that's Nimbus here in a nutshell, what it does and what it can do for you, how it can bring you all this really, really high buyer traffic in pretty much no time. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next.